Chapter 02, The Interview. Wow, it's Monday already. 2 days have passed since I embarked on this new chapter of my life, and today is a big day. Wish me luck. This is my first in-person job interview in South Korea, and I'm brimming with excitement. Yesterday was spent preparing, but now that the day has come, I feel a mixture of nervousness and anticipation. Why? Well, because the interview is with one of the most prestigious companies in South Korea, Quills Entertainment. Yes, the Quills Entertainment. You've probably heard of it, it's one of the biggest names in the Korean music industry. I feel like I'm halfway to realizing a dream I didn't even know I had. While it's not exactly what I originally envisioned for my career, I'm incredibly grateful for this opportunity. I mean, not everyone gets a second interview with Quills. And the best part? Even if nothing comes of it, I'll still have the chance to step inside that iconic building. Just being there is an honor in itself. Okay, time to get dressed. I need to look sharp, this is Quills, after all. I rummage through my limited wardrobe, trying to find something formal enough. I don't have many options, but after some searching, I finally settle on a simple, professional outfit. Feeling as ready as I'll ever be, I head downstairs, where my aunt has prepared breakfast. We all gather at the table, my aunt, her husband, and their daughter, Michi. Michi is a sweet middle schooler who has warmed up to me quickly. After sharing a pleasant meal, everyone heads off for their day, and I receive warm wishes of luck from my new family. It feels nice to have their support. I decide to take a taxi instead of risking the bus system on my first try. The last thing I need is not to be late for such an important interview. When I finally arrive, I'm struck by the sheer size of the Quills headquarters. It's even more magnificent in person, and for a moment, I just stand there, absorbing the reality of where I am. This place has been a part of my dreams for so long, and now I'm standing in front of it, about to step inside. I almost can't believe it. After a few deep breaths, I snap back to reality and make my way toward the entrance. Not knowing exactly where to go, I approach a security guard for directions. Thankfully, he's aware of the interview and guides me to the correct floor. As I step into the waiting area, I notice a few other candidates, all of them Korean. A wave of self-doubt washes over me. Do I really belong here? Can I truly compete with them? But I remind myself that I'm half Korean, and I've worked hard to get to this moment. I belong here just as much as anyone else. Soon, it's my turn. My heart races, but I steady myself with deep breaths and positive thoughts. I can do this. As I step into the interview room, I remind myself of my father's words, everything happens for a reason, and if you live with kindness and integrity, things will eventually fall into place. The interview goes surprisingly well. The panel is warm and friendly, and before I know it, my nerves have melted away. I leave the room feeling a mix of relief and cautious optimism. They mentioned it would take about 2 weeks to get the results, so now all I can do is wait. As my father always said, even if you stumble, more opportunities will come, so stay positive. With the interview over, I wander around the open areas of the Quills building, taking in the atmosphere. Not all areas are accessible to the public, but the ones I can explore are peaceful and immaculate. Walking through these halls feels like stepping into a dream. Years ago, I fantasized about being part of Quills, though in a different way. I never imagined I'd be here for a job interview, but life has a funny way of working out. What do you think? Isn't it strange how our dreams evolve? Before I know it, an hour and a half has passed. I've spent all this time thinking about Quills, and it's funny. Part of me feels like I've fallen in love with the place. That's crazy, right? But I can't help it, being here makes me happy. It's already past 2 p.m. and my stomach growls, reminding me that I haven't eaten since breakfast. I step outside and spot a street food vendor nearby. Something spicy catches my eye, though I can't quite remember the name of the dish. I grab a portion and find a quiet spot to sit and enjoy my meal. The spice hits me hard, but it's delicious, and the warmth is comforting in the cool afternoon air. Suddenly, something unbelievable happens. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a familiar vehicle pulling up nearby. No way. Is that really One World? My heart skips a beat. One World is my favorite K-pop boy band, the biggest group in Korea, and my personal obsession. They're part of Cube, too. I catch a glimpse of them from afar as they exit their vehicle and head in a different direction. Even though I didn't get to see them up close, the excitement is enough. After finishing my meal, I decide it's time to head back. I still haven't figured out the bus system, so I ask a kind stranger for help. With their guidance, I manage to catch 2 buses and make it home in about 1 hour. It's only 6 p.m., but I feel exhausted after the day's events. Back at my aunt's house, we have dinner together, and I share the details of my day. My aunt listens attentively, offering encouraging words, while Michi chimes in with her own stories from school. It's strange, but I feel a warmth here that I haven't experienced in a long time. They're starting to feel like family. The more I talk with them, the more I realize how much I've missed this sense of connection. As the evening winds down, everyone heads to bed. I lay in the quiet of my room, reflecting on everything that's happened. Today felt like a whirlwind, and yet, it wasn't long enough. Tomorrow holds no specific plans, but for now, that's okay. I'll figure it out when I wake up.